It's time! Hold on, I'm clipping a little bit. Coming to you live from my big floppy dick casino in beautiful, I don't know where I am. Somewhere in shitty Michigan. It's We're Offended, You're Offended with your host, Tyler and
Kim.
Kim.
Thank you for joining us,
Fine.
everyone. Hope you loved
Wait, were
that
you recording
introduction.
Oh.
We totally were. All right. So I hope everyone's having a good day today, a good Wednesday. You know what that is. Hump day. I know, I do that for everything. It just works.
Yeah.
It really works. I don't even know. Hold on. Hump day, it should be like, wow, wow, wow. There we go. That's better.
No, it should be like a kazoo. The
Okay. I don't know why would
because
it be
kazoo goes up and down. Because it goes up and down.
Up and down. Okay. Okay. I get what you throw down.
I don't think you do. I think you're putting more thought into this than you actually should be.
I might be. It's highly possible. All right. Well, you can catch us everywhere because we're stalking you. So, YouTube, Anchor.
No, they should be stalking us.
Right? We're stalking you so you can, return the favor and stalk us back. Thanks. Hit those like buttons, subscribe, leave us comments, watch us everywhere. Everywhere.
Please share, please share. Like that. I don't ask for a lot in this world except for freedom.
Whoa. That's asking too much there, darling.
But yeah, no, if I would love that because we have certain words, we use certain words. You don't get liked. And now when I mean YouTube, you hearing me? YouTube, I hear your algorithm hears me just fine, and I know I have a new microphone, so they can hear me clearly.
Oh,
I'm giving you a dirty look. All right, well, yeah. So let's get into this. So this has been making the rounds. Police, the RCMP, the famous Moose Riders, have started an open letter.
Moose Riders? Don't they ride horses?
They ride moose. Nice. Moosies.
Moosies? Okay, that's new. I don't think I've ever seen an RCMP officer on a moose, but let's go with that.
Common knowledge. I can't believe you've never seen it.
I know. Clearly, I've been sleeping under a rock.
Okay, so this was from the Pulse. And it's titled, "So the RCMP officers shunned forced coercive vaccine mandates." Okay, so I'm really torn here. Okay, so in brief, it just says the facts. A group of RCMP officers have put forth an open letter to Commissioner Brenda Lookey opposing the vaccine mandates. The group is called Mounties for Freedom. The letter outlines a series of reasons for the opposition. Reflect on. Groups of scientists, doctors, and law enforcement professionals continue to speak up against measures being implemented around COVID. If the science is settled and there is certainty in what is taking place, why do these groups and open letters keep popping up? Okay, so something. Let's just continue. I don't know why I'm doing this voice. Okay.
Okay.
So a group of RCMP officers in Canada have written an open letter. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so they apart in their letter, according to this article. Actually, so it's actually directly from them. So I'm gonna segue just a little. Well, no, it's not a segue. It's whatever. To serve and protect, we stand united against the forced and coerced medical intervention of Canadians and against the discrimination faced by those who have exercised their right to decide on their bodily autonomy. Okay, all right, okay. I don't know. We believe in democracy and defending the principles under which our country was founded and operated, and we are committed to protecting the rights and freedom of choice of every Canadian. So I think, whatever. No, not whatever. So I think I touched on this last episode or sometime. I don't know. I just talk. But so, I think when these mandates and shit and stuff, so, I'm trying not to swear, but YouTube, fuck you. And let me wonder why.
Don't go so quiet because then you start cutting out.
How am I not? How am I quiet?
When you were like, YouTube. However, you got really quiet there. It was really hard to hear.
Really?
Yeah, you're not next to me, so I can't hear what you're saying over the microphone. Sorry.
Can you hear that? Here, what if I just turn that like that? Is that better?
Perfect.
Okay. Well. Okay. So, any hooters. So being an RC. Okay. So okay. Right. I was going to see fucking. Okay. 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 This is fucking dog shit.
I feel like I think I threw you off because I hit the record button. Record. I never say record like that. The record button a little too quick, and I think it messed you up or something. It got you off guard. I don't know. Maybe you weren't prepared.
No. Okay, so I think we talked about when all the lockdowns and everything started happening. I believe there were a lot of police. Which, you know what, I'm gonna have to take an assumption because I've been trying to find the actual police recruitment statistics. So if anyone is able to find them, I've been trying to find either from the RCMP or from local jurisdictions. I cannot find numbers on this. Actual hard numbers. I'm trying to find hard numbers. I cannot find it on Google. I cannot find it on DuckDuckGo. I don't use Bing because Microsoft's fucking evil corporation. Well, mind you, so is Google, but you know what I'm saying, right? Not DuckDuckGo. They're not corrupted yet. Yet.
It sounds so weird to say. DuckDuckGo.
You know what? I'll take what I can get because Google fucking curates everything and they'll hide articles. I've done this before. Trying to search an article. If I search it on Google, I cannot find it. Cannot find it. I do extensive research. So if it's on the second page, okay, I'm not finding it. But if it's on the first page, you bet your ass I'm going to find it. So it's not on the first page. So if it's not on the first page, I've done my research. That's a shit.
That's really horrible. If it's not on the first page, I'm done. It's not there.
Yeah, but on DuckDuckGo, I'll type the exact same thing and I'll find the article exactly what I'm looking for. It's already something I know what I'm looking for. It's not how to get a light bulb out of your ass. Yeah, you might have to do a little bit of digging. No pun intended. No, okay.
Whoa. Get right up in there, huh?
Okay, so I haven't been able to find concrete numbers on how many police have actually resigned. I cannot find their recruitment numbers I can find general numbers up to 2019, which is weird because when I'm looking at statistics, that place, and it's all about graphs. Oh, a nerd's fucking wet dream. Graphs and bars and numbers. Oh, okay. Anyways, so all I can find is up to 2019, but they said that they've updated their numbers for 2021, and I cannot find any extra information on that. I'm trying to find it, but I cannot. My inkling would be a lot of officers have actually resigned over this stuff. That's my straight up assumption. I am assuming that 100%.
I think
Reason I
your
say that,
inkling might be quite accurate, I feel.
well, if you look at, the Black Lives Matter thing that started in Canada. Okay, well, police and cities were turning their back on their cops, and like people, they were saying, like, in the States, like Chicago mayor, the governor, wherever, fucking Lori Lightfoot, dumbass, fucking googly eyes. I've noticed with her,
Googly eyes.
her eye. It's like her eyes are trying to they're trying to run away from the center of her face.
Oh my god.
And you know what? I wouldn't comment on somebody. Look, okay, yes, you know what? That's petty. That's pretty. That's low. That's low. Just something they cannot fight. Okay, but she's also the same person that said that she's not going to do any interviews with white reporters. She encouraged people to riot, which is weird in her own city. The city she's supposed to be in charge of.
Really?
She encouraged that.
She encouraged rioting.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Like this isn't this isn't one of those, how everyone thought that Trump told everyone to go, beat a bunch of people up on Capitol Hill when he said, peacefully. This is like legit riot.
Okay, so I'm having a real hard time typing. So supporting riots. Okay, so this is on DuckDuckGo. So I'm actually going to get the information. Let's see, where is it? Here we go. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot. So I'm gonna send this to you so you can share it with everyone. Oh, see, I can't see your message. So Chicago Mayor Larry. Once you see her, she might actually be. Lightfoot announces extra safety measures ahead of second weekend of protest. This was back in June 5th of 2020. Extra safety measures, so to keep protesters safe. Okay, and if you see her, see that? If you scroll down a little bit, I'm telling you, her eyes are fighting. Even they don't want to be a part of this bullshit.
Oh my god.
Lightfoot said the city is opening Grant Park and Union Park to make more space for peaceful rallies. We want to make sure you have the space to lift your voices and make yourselves heard. More than 300 trucks from city departments will be placed in 175 commercial corridors. Yeah, so basically shut down the city.
Well, she
Lightfoot
did say peaceful protests, though.
Yeah, so did Trump, but they also said that he incited it.
That's right. You know what? If it can be used against Trump, then 100% she's inciting a riot. Yep.
Yeah, I watched them loot. So this was Bonneville resident Kim Bell witnessed looting at local grocery stores. Oh, I watched them loot Mariano's. I watched them break in those windows, Bell said. I drove down and watched them break into the windows in Jewel and watched them loot for 12 to 15 hours and never saw a police officer.
Oh my God.
So, you know what? This is why, like, I wouldn't make, snide, lowbrow comments, but she is not a good person. They are, in this photo, it's so funny that they're in front of a Mariano's. How weird. It is absolutely not appropriate for people to taking up arms, bagpipes, or whatever and patrolling neighborhoods. How weird. So she responded to reports of people walking around the Bridgeport neighborhood with bats after a peaceful protest Monday night. The mayor said the so-called vigilantes will not be tolerated in Chicago. Yeah, so this is why, cops in the States, I don't blame them. And, to an extent, like in Canada, in Toronto, they were doing this. In Calgary, they were doing this. In Calgary, there was a big argument over a mural because they wanted to paint Black Lives Matter. And the city said, no, I don't think having a political message up is really good. And so naturally, the bunch of crybabies started rioting.
And where was that in?
I was in Calgary.
Oh, geez. Well, I mean, I don't really understand why someone couldn't paint a mural. That doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. It sounds like someone just saying no to say no.
So let's see. There we go. Let's see. More than 1,000 Calgarians rally in. Okay. So here we go. Indigenous people stand in solidarity. Let's do the article. You know, people think that I'm crazy when I say this shit. I think I'm crazy. The fact that this whole "I can't breathe" thing and all this stuff, it's like hands up, don't shoot, which was completely bullshit. All of this stuff, all of it, saying that Canada is, and this is so unbelievably ironic. If you scroll down, there's a picture. There's a black woman with a red mask on. There are two women wearing like head scarves, like hijabs, kind of. I don't know what the ones that don't cover your full face are called. I don't know if they have a different name, but it is so funny. So we have an African woman. Let's just say I'm pretty sure they're probably like from like some type of like African country. Then looks like next to her is a Middle Eastern lady. Next to that, I can't tell if that's a man or a woman, so we're just going to call it. And then behind that is a dude with, shit, that fucker has my shitty haircut. Son of a bitch. But
Your shitty haircut?
So,
your shitty, really?
Well, it's shitty now.
No, it ain't. Your wife gave you an awesome haircut.
Yeah, because
give us a thumbs up if you don't think that if you do think his hair looks awesome and his wife did a good job on it. Yeah, thumbs up, please.
Actually, speaking of, you should make our pictures bigger, not these little rinky-dink things in the corner. Make them fucking big. I want people to see my stupid face.
I could do that.
Yeah, do that right now while we're recording. Do it. I want to see it. What? I want to see it. Do it.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Do it. Okay, yep. So you see a very diverse group of people. It is so... I'm looking at this, and it seems like Canada is quite a diverse country, isn't it? Seems so weird. But yet, like I'll say, I do support the idea that, yeah, Canada has left some of its minority groups behind because it panders to them. But anyways, we were talking about RCMP numbers. So, you've seen a lot of the police had their backs turned on either by their community, by their leadership. So, and especially when the COVID stuff just got a lot harder, the lockdowns, I'm sure a lot of officers said, quit. I remember that article about an officer. He said he didn't realize it, and then he went outside to go play with his daughter all alone in the park, and he got fined. And it was after that he finally said, screw it, I'm done. It's like, well...
It's a little comical, though. Like, the people who are doing it ends up getting fined. It's kind of like, oh, so this is how it feels. Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to a friend kind of about it, like a similar situation. Well, not really similar, but the same kind of idea. It's like, yeah, this is what we've kind of been talking about. Like, hey, welcome to the fight. Your rights are somewhere, behind you, but welcome to the fight. So, yeah, so I'm sure a lot of officers, felt betrayed. They had no support. They had, literally our federal government capitulating. Don't forget, Justin Trudeau kneeled. Instead of being a leader, he kneeled. He pandered. So that's all he does. And I wish people would actually take a critical look. Not just, oh, well, he says nice things, but what does he do? What does he do? He changes our national anthem so it's more inclusive. He hires 50 women and 50 men. Or sorry, I shouldn't say 50 women and 50 men. 50% of his caucus is male or female. And now with a new one, I haven't seen the new. I haven't looked into the information enough about the new ministers that have been added. Weird. Mr. Is it Mark Garneau, the finance minister? The one that was the fall guy for Justin Trudeau and the Aga Khan scandal, where Aga Khan gave him a gift of 40-something thousand dollars that Mr. Garneau. Oh, but he totally. It slipped his mind. It slipped his mind that he had to pay $40,000.
I don't know how anybody could have that slip their mind. Like, even if you were like, I don't even know, like a multimillionaire, how could you forget someone giving you a gift of $40,000? Maybe $5, like $5. I could see that, someone being like, "Oh, sorry, I totally forgot." I mean, it's $5. It's like pocket change. 40,000, 40,000.
He forgot he was supposed to pay it, and it was weird.
Yeah.
Just before the inquiry started, he paid it. Weird, even though he knew about it. But anyways, so the police had no support from the federal government, from provincial government, from cities, that literally pay for these officers. Which, you know what, to an extent, good. If people don't want police, good. Get rid of them. Fuck them. Get rid of them.
I mean, I don't know about you, but me personally, I don't want to see a world without police in it. That sounds scary.
I'm not saying world without police, but if Toronto doesn't want police there, if Toronto and Calgary and all these other cities are willing to defund the police so that they have, like I said, I'm trying to find the recruitment numbers. I am sure their numbers have fallen. I would not be surprised if their numbers have fallen, and if they have continued to fall, especially with this open letter. And that, okay, so in one part it says, so there was a time when scientists believed humans were divided into racial hierarchies, and that a person's intelligence level and characteristics were determined by race. Sorry. These beliefs were not heavily contested, and we widely accepted as a scientific fact. Phrenology was also widely accepted and being legitimate scientific study. I assume that's the study of someone's intelligence being tied to their race. The group is questioning the certainty around COVID-19 scientific facts. So they're just challenging, the scientific way. We also used to think DDT was safe to spray on children. We also thought asbestos was safe. Yeah, it is. Until you play with it, it starts to break down. Yeah, then it kills you. We used to think lead in paint, lead in gasoline was good. So the group is questioning the certainty around COVID-19 scientific facts and attaches links to other open letter studies and concerns written by experts. So we strongly oppose a discrimination that has already begun to create segregation in our country. Exactly. It has divided families, ended friendships, torn apart spouses, and entered the RCMP workplace. We believe the current message being put out by our provincial and federal government is promoting the creation of an in-group referred as the vaccinated and an out-group as unvaccinated. Even worse, the out-group has been labeled anti-vaxxers, a term used out of context in a negative and derogatory way. The measuring from our government is causing the dehumanization of the unvaccinated group. Holy shit, didn't we talk about, something about 10 stages of something or other? 10 stages of...
genocide?
Oh, how weird.
Yeah.
So there was a picture that I shared on Retard Book, and it was two people, and they had like Citizen B on it, and then next to them on a park bench, it had like Citizen A, B, C, and then it had a police officer in a tank behind them, and then one person is asking the other one, so have we flattened the curve yet? But so anyways, I like, to start off, I'm a little bit torn. But I think we should be supporting officers or just people in general that are saying, "Hey, government, you're stepping way too far." Yeah, they overstepped back when, police were busting people's doors down because they had too many people inside, or they had someone that wasn't in their family inside. Yeah, we like I said, you're right. They're behind you. You might want to go pick them up. So I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of officers that did quit, but you only well, all you have left are the officers that are willing to do this.
I can't see the fact or how the numbers wouldn't drop. I mean, when everything was happening and everybody was screaming, defund the police, I wouldn't want to be a police officer at that moment. That'd be the last thing I'd want to do. I'd be like, honestly, I'd be thinking to myself, fine, you guys don't want us here? Have fun. Have fun.
Yeah.
Good luck with you.
Well, and it's not just like the whole defund thing. It's the position that our governments took. Shut up, you. That's the bigger thing. So it showed that, hey, the mob rule, as long as it's right for the right ideas, is okay. And I brought this up, about the whole Black Lives Matter thing. Okay, so this is the next article from CBC. RCMP's diversity hiring remains stagnant. The head of the RCMP has promised to double down on efforts to boost diversity. When I see that word, it sends me into like a mini rage inside my head. Because unfortunately, diversity, inclusion, equity.
Sounds like those stages again.
No, diversity of skin color, inclusion of skin color, equality of outcome. Right?
Yep.
You only want diverse that's skin deep. You don't want different ideas. Real diversity is fantastic. True diversity is great. Different opinions is great. Diversity, inclusion. So yeah, I agree with including other ideas, not other skin colors just because they're other skin colors. That would be racist. Like
what? Hold on. That's racist? No.
Yeah. Looking at someone or having a predisposed idea of someone based on their skin color is racist. Even if you said Asian people are very good at math, they're also very bad at. They have very bad peripheral vision, but that's racist. Jewish people, yeah, they have big noses, but fuck, can they run businesses?
Mm-hmm.
Italians, they talk with their hands, but damn, they sure know how to stab a Muslim man, don't they? Stick him up on a cross.
Oh my god.
Well, he wasn't Muslim, obviously. He was supposed to be Christian, but he was dark skinned. He was dark skinned, okay? So, and he was in Egypt, Israel, what other ones? Let's get some more positive ones. Black people, strong as fuck. The best athletes in the world.
Fastest runners.
Some of the best. Oh, well, yeah, but to be fair, America kind of helped that,
All I can think of is a line from The Longest Yard right now.
What?
When Nellie, okay, if I don't know if anyone's ever seen that movie. When Nellie was trying out for the team or whatever, the football team that they were creating in the jail, Chris Rock had mentioned, because he was running really fast, said that he had slave feet.
Yeah, there we go. I almost spit up my drink. So maybe, but they have weak ankles. A lot of people have weak ankles. What? It's true.
Really?
Yeah. Look it up. Look it up.
What?
Look it up. Look it up.
Well, it's not really something I would would have looked up. Like, just kind of, it was just so matter of factly, like, blah. Like, really? Like, how would you know that?
People have weak ankles. That's why they can't. Do black people have something extra in their ankles or legs? Let's see. Hold on. Wait, what is this? Yes, it's called muscle. Oh, they have weak ankles. Weak ankles. Extra. No. African? The Africans. Ankles.
Well, see, but not all black people are Africans, though.
No, that's true. That's true. Well, what do I say? Do I have to be? Well, you know what? Maybe let's see. Let's see if I'll get it from Google. Let's see how inclusive Google is. Do black people have weak ankles? Former hockey star words reveal the hurtful stereotypes. Oh, here we go. Okay, well, at least I get. There we go. A former hockey star's words reveal the hurtful stereotypes lingering in the Northern game. Hockey, okay. Swedes are chicken. Russians don't care about anything. Don't care about anything but money. Czechs aren't team. What? Okay, black people have weak ankles. We could go on and on for the blah blah blah. Maybe let's just like a stereotype. Okay, hockey is hardly alone in hurtful stereotypes or even overt racism. Who can forget football broadcaster Howard Cosell's infamous monkey call? Or baseball pitcher John Rocker's outrageous comments in sports. See, I don't follow sports. Just played football, and then my wrist was crushed, so I stopped. It wasn't my fault. I was out. There are black players in virtually every organization. More and more blacks. Oh, careful! Oh, fuck, globe. Get your shit together. 2003. Okay. Oh, okay. So here from the New York Times. Oh, from 2019. Oh, physical racial stereotypes. All right, come on, give me some good ones. Oh boy. Okay. I see what this is. I just had to see that one thing. The 1619 Project is an ongoing initiative from the New York Times Magazine that began in August 2019. The 400th anniversary of the beginning of American slavery. It aims to reframe the country's history by placing the consequences of slavery and the contributions of Black Americans at the very center of our national narrative. Yep. So fuck you, New York Times. You remember when you used to actually be a good publication? Fucking idiots. 1619. Shut up. Okay. Anyways.
Are you okay?
All right. Yeah, no, it's just that shit fucking chaps my ass. Really gets my goat. Okay, but so I'm a fan of diversity of ideas. Absolutely. But it's very similar to like in the military. I want the baddest motherfuckers. I want the guys hopped up on ketamine, on steroids. I want like soldiers are there to kick ass. That's their job. And I want them to be the best ass kickers in the world. I'm a little out of touch. No, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, the world that we live in, we are not all friends. As much as I would love to experience other cultures that are diametrically opposed to ours, that actually want to see our country destroyed. I would love to experience their culture, not their shitty ideas. Take that out of context. But so the RCMP are looking at boosting their numbers. As of April of 2020, just under 12% of the RCMP's 20,000 rank and file members identify as visible minorities. 12%. But what? Okay, I'm going to look this up right now. Okay, So if we actually the idea of companies, it's typically the what would the right word be for it? It's like a cross section of society. Let's see how many minorities by percentage in Canada. You want to take a guess at a number? Yeah, give me a number. Give me a number, Kim. I'm not looking at anything yet. I'm not. Okay, I can.
Okay, what was the question?
How many people that are minorities in Canada by percentage? 10%, 20%? How
In
many
Canada?
people? Yeah.
God. Or of minority, I would say 60%.
60% of people in Canada are visible minorities.
That's what I would guess, yeah.
See. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna say, because that article says 12%, I'm gonna say it's between 10 to 15%. 10 to 15% of the population is a minority. There's a visible minority. StatsCan, immigration and ethnoculture diversity in Canada. So let's see. In Canada, a foreign-born population of blah, 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 blah. They represent 20.6% of the population. Okay. So this is in 2011. Visible minority by population. Nearly 6,200,000 blah, blah, blah people identified themselves as a member of a visible minority group. They represent 19.1% of the total population of these visible minorities. So 20%, less than 20%. So I said between 10 and 15. You said 60. So
I'm actually really shocked it's that low.
oh, but that's like a fair cross section of Canada. So, but this shows like this is from the government of Canada, and this is all 2011. I'm sure the numbers are a lot higher now, but please, I would love to see like why 2011.
Because I guess that's just when they decided to stop and not do anymore.
So, Canada projects by 2031 between 25 to 28% of the population will be foreign-born, and 29 to 32% of the population will belong to a visible minority group. So this is by CanadianImmigrant.ca. So I don't know, take that for what you will. Holy crap. Our birth rate has fallen. I remember seeing that now. Now that I've seen that, I see that now.
Or what?
I remember seeing it. The birth rate is dropping.
Birth rate?
Yeah. So the amount of people that are replacing people is falling.
Really?
Yeah. Almost 7 out of 10. Blah, blah. Okay, so in Vancouver. Okay, well that's yeah. So actually, of Vancouver. Okay, so anyways, so anywhere between, let's say, about 20% of people are visible minorities. The RCMP wanted 25%. This year, 7.2% of regular members identified as Indigenous, down from 7.8% in 2011, according to new figures published by the RCMP website. So women, 21.7%. Members of visible minorities, 11.9%. Indigenous peoples, 7.2%. The number is actually falling. In terms of women, it's hovered about that 21% over almost a decade. So, like, that's about what you would expect. That's literally in line with a representation, like a cross section of Canada. About 20% of Canadians are visible minorities. That number is about to skyrocket with all the genders being revealed. Oh, God, it's going to be like 99.
Right.
Oh, I can't wait. So, yeah. All right. Let's kick off to this other one. So the one from Global News. So I seen that this was going to happen. I seen it. Of course, this was going to. Remember last time when the U.S. tried prohibition? Remember that whole thing? Remember how well that turned out? Remember what was it? Toilet gin or bathtub gin?
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck it was called.
Yeah.
So this one from Global News. Ottawa police charge man with forgery in fake COVID-19 certificate. Ottawa police have charged a Gatineau, Quebec man as a result of what they're calling a fraudulent COVID-19 vaccine certificate. Police did not give many details about their in vitro fertilization, but called it extensive and complex, involving several Ottawa Police Service units. Jesus balls, sorry. Police service units and other law enforcement agencies. Yeah, because people just want to be free and left alone. All right, so yeah, I don't know.
I seen that
You got
coming.
anything to say? I need a drink.
I 100% saw that coming. It doesn't really surprise me. I was kind of waiting for that, to be honest. There's the way that everybody's going about things and how everybody is being forced to do something that they're not comfortable with doing. I knew this was going to happen, 100%.
Well, and police are continuing. Well, I don't know. Quebec is such a gong show. Anyone that lives in Quebec, I don't know. I don't know. All right. So that was just a quick little, it's already started. People are already sick of government overreach, government getting involved. I got a pretty sweet QR code for my vaccination papers. It's not real, but if an officer would like to see it, I'll show you it. Okay, so the next article from Global News. Ontario could see 50,000 education workers fired if COVID vaccine is mandated. 50,000.
50,000. Oh my God.
50,000.
So they had how many like nurses and stuff, and now they're going to have all these. Oh my God. Go away, Chucky.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so responding to the NDP in question period, Stephen Lee said such a policy would mean pink slips for tens of thousands of educators when Ontario already facing staffing challenges. What do you expect is going to happen? I thought this was all about safety and like I thought we always tried to protect children. Like we always tried to protect the generation after us. I thought that's how it always worked.
But they're trying to protect them. I mean, it doesn't matter if, okay, well, now you're going to have less teachers. So that means what? More kids in classrooms. Good luck social distancing. And good luck at them having a proper education when there's like 60 kids per class or more, because they have to, fill it somehow. I mean, it's insane.
Like that's RCMP letter says. Yeah, you are literally trying to create a second class. You ever see that thing from the New Zealand prime minister, where she was asked from a news outlet? They had asked, "Are you going to create?" What the fuck is that? Anyways,
That didn't come through. Sorry.
Are you okay? Well, whatever that was. She was asked, "What are you going to be creating a second class citizen with people that are unvaccinated?" And she says, "Oh, absolutely, the yes."
Huh? Who in the what now?
Yep. So let's see. New Zealand Prime Minister. Second citizens. See, people think I'm fucking crazy about this stuff. Okay. There we go. From Breitbart. Okay, so take that what you will. Breitbart. Okay, whatever. New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern admitted she wants to create two classes of citizens based on Chinese coronavirus vaccination status. Okay, here's another one. I just heard about this one today. Noam Chomsky. Remember Noam Chomsky? Does anyone remember Noam Chomsky? The deranged fucking lunatic that is Noam fucking Chomsky? Fuck you,
No.
Breitbart. I don't want to sign up for your bullshit. Famed MIT linguist professor and far-left activist Noam Chomsky believes that while people who refuse vaccines should be forced, so I'm going to send this. I'm getting hot and bothered. I'm getting all hot under the collar. I'm going to start stripping down.
That's hot.
Should be okay. So while people who refuse vaccines should be forced to inject one, they should still be isolated to protect the community. People who refuse to accept vaccines, I think the right response for them is not to force them to, but rather to insist that they be isolated. If people decide, I am willing to be a danger to the community by refusing to vaccinate, they should say then, well, I have the decency to isolate myself. I don't want a vaccine, but I don't have the right to run around harming people. That should be a convention. Enforcing is a different question. It should be understood, and we should try to get to be understood. If it really reaches the point where they are severely endangering people, then of course you have to do something about it. And he also continued on to say, is that Noam Chomsky? Is that what he fucking looks like? Oh my god. He looks like a demented, deranged old man. This was a tweet from Dave Rubin. So he was saying that, to worry about food, and he's like, well, if they become so destitute that we have to go save them, I guess we will. But that them getting food, that's their problem.
Excuse you?
It seems quite unusual. So for anyone that doesn't know, most people that produce food are right-leaning. Most people that ship foods are right-leaning. So, the old idea of there's been like a thing on Twitter about people saying, oh, well, when communist comes, I'm going to have I'll be able to grow stuff on my farm. I'll be able to have animals and all that, and everything will be great. And one of the first comments was, your farm? I thought it'd be our farm. Exactly. You own nothing in a communist world. You are told what to do, and you are told what you have. Like central command, central processing, that kind of stuff. It all goes to the government. Then the government decides what you have. So yeah, Noam Chomsky has completely tipped his hand that he's a complete fucking deranged sociopath. But this will be in all the articles that we reference and talk about are going to be in the description. But so
anyone watching it can
50,
also see it as I'm reading it too. So
okay, yeah. But so 50,000 teachers. This is, like I said, this is all supposed to be about protecting the vulnerable. Now it has evolved from protecting the vulnerable to comply or else, or you're a second-class citizen. Or if Noam Chomsky had his way, you'd be put in a concentration camp. So yeah. All right, next one. All right, we got a bang, 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 bang. From CTV News, and this was in our stomping grounds in Winnipeg. Strikes looming for support staff in 2 Manitoba school districts. So the Canadian Union of Public Employees said education assistants, custodians, school librarians, and secretaries in the Lord Selkirk School Division are getting ready to strike, as well as roughly 21 custodians and cleaners in the Rolling River School Division. Karen Sinnock, the president of QP 1522, which represents workers said the support staff have been keeping kids safe during the pandemic. Parents and the community know that these workers are valuable, yet the school board refuses to acknowledge these staff. Kevin J., the president of QP 1630, which represents Rolling River, said the custodian and cleaners deserve more. So, yeah, not only are they is Canada looking at firing teachers, but we're going to tell the support staff, the cleaners, the custodians, secretaries, they could go kick rocks too. You can go be with the B citizens. That Noam Chomsky thing fucking pissed me.
That really made
off.
me really angry. Like literally saying that they should be forced to. Like he doesn't care. Like, well, if they're
he's a
that
socialist.
destitute, then
Noam Chomsky was good for learning things. The ideas, the idea to learn, not to implement. We've seen what happens when you implement socialism. But whatever. But it is nice. It's nice to see. There are finally police are saying, "Hey, this is enough." Unfortunately, hopefully these officers and our actual politicians wake the fuck up. I wish people would wake the fuck up. But yeah,
that would be nice.
All right. Yeah, I'm. I don't know. I don't know what kind of utopian idea people are trying to achieve here, but
this definitely does not feel utopian to me. 100% not. Like doing the kind of things that they're doing right now. This isn't utopia. This is literally destroying people. And I don't want to live in a world that is literally tearing people apart and segregating everybody. Like that's not a utopia to me at all.
I was listening to a thing from Barry Wise when she was talking with Brian Stelter, and she's a lefty, and so she had said how did she say it? It was something like when we are segregating people, or instead of bringing people together and talking about the issues of communities, we're segregating them. When oh god, hold on, I'm gonna have to look up what she said. Very wise. See. See. Son of a bitch. All right, I'm trying to. Shit, I wasn't expecting to talk about this. See. Okay, so this was from whatever. Let's see if this was it. Fucking Brian Stelter is such a fucking scumbag. Oh, he's some CNN loser. He's basically the Fox News review show. That's all he's become.
He's not that white-haired guy with glasses, is it?
He doesn't. No, that's Anderson Cooper.
That's the name I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he worked for the CIA, so that tells you who Anderson Cooper is.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. Let's see, where the hell is it? I'm just trying to find the transcript of it. Anyway, so she was just saying where opposite ideas are kind of being pushed aside, and you can't talk about the vaccine stuff. You can't where instead of any type of unification or the idea of segregation, and that's considered progression. Where the progress is, it was really well put, and I'm fucking destroying it. So please go find it for yourself. It was a great thing to say, and you see Brian Stelter almost smugly going. He's like, well, who's saying that? Who's saying you can't talk about these things? And she goes, well, you can see she didn't want to say it, but she's like, fuck you. She goes, well,
Nah, fuck you.
Yeah, no, fuck you. But so she says, well, frankly, the broadcast that I'm on right now has silenced people's voices. And well, we don't do that. Please tell me someone here. Don't tell me who does that here. And it's just, this is why I say, when someone please, I look at the information that we give you. Please give an opposing view. I would love to hear an opposing view. But this is the information that I'm seeing. This is my opinion on it. This is our conversation on it. So I would love to hear an opposing idea. I'm not the most educated in this stuff, but I know a thing or two about a thing or two, and I know when something isn't right. I might not be able to put my finger on it, but when it just doesn't feel right, it just doesn't feel right. Like I'm not a fan of socialism. I don't want to be told what to do. I started my own business because I'm tired of people telling me what to do. So you could check out my company's website at www.fucktards.org. So you could.
Yeah.
You think I'm joking?
I'm good. I plan on it, actually.
Do it right now. Right now. Fucktards.org. I'll wait.
Well, that actually brought me onto a Twitter feed.
Yeah, that's Michael Malice.
I'm like, okay then.
Yeah, it's Michael Malice.
Oh my God.
So, you don't know who Michael Malice is?
No.
Oh God, he's possibly one of the best trolls of our generation. Actually, he's a little bit older. Actually, I think he's like in his 40s. So, your generation.
Hey,
Older.
I'm not 40 yet.
Trying to see if I could find that. Very wise. Stelter. Oh, just seeing him, like just the. I can't put a name, or I can't I can't say like one particular thing. It's just everything. Oh, here we go. Okay, so here's the quote right here. When you have the chief reporter on the beat, okay, so sorry, I'll share this with you. Sorry, me scusi. I have bad peripheral.
Oh my God.
When you have the chief reporter on the beat of COVID for the New York Times talking about how questioning or pursuing the question of the lab leak is racist, the world has gone mad. When you're not able to say out loud and in public that there are differences between men and women, the world has gone mad. When we're not allowed to acknowledge that rioting is rioting and it is bad, and that silence is not violence, but violence is violence, the world has gone mad. When we're not able to say that Hunter Biden's laptop is a story worth pursuing, the world has gone mad. When, in the name of progress, young children as young as kindergarten are being separated in public schools because of their race, and that is called progress rather than segregation, the world has gone mad. There are dozens of examples that I could share with you. And so Stelter, being the fucking weasel loser he is, who are the people stopping the conversation? And he kind of continues on. And she says, people who work at networks, frankly, and she kind of laughs. It was kind of funny. Like I said, she didn't want to say it, but she's, fuck it. Like the one I'm speaking on right now, who try and claim that it was racist to investigate the lab leak theory. Stelter was dissatisfied with her answer and, in a tone-deaf reply, claimed that Wise's assertions were merely a provocative statement that held no water. I've heard about every story you mentioned, so I'm just suggesting, of course, people are allowed to cover whatever they want to cover, the fucking loser said. But if you and I both know, and it would be delusional to claim otherwise, but yeah, so anyways, it's so crazy because she's 100% right. 100% white. Right. What white? No, sorry, I'm looking at her and she looks white. So she's 100% right. Yeah. When you cannot talk about this stuff and it's just forced down your throat and it's just shut up, comply, shut up, give me. Actually, no. How Angry Joe says it. Fuck you, give me money. Fuck you, do what I do. Fuck you, don't ask. He doesn't say that part. He says the fuck you, give me money. But I keep thinking of it. And fuck you, give me money. Yeah. When you cannot even talk about this stuff. And it was funny. Like Trump he kept saying, like, no, this came from China. Some people have called it the Kung flu. I haven't, but some people have.
I like how he says that, but yet he's saying it out loud to everybody.
Yeah.
So the people who didn't say it or didn't even know about it, now they do.
Yeah,
you just said it.
You remember, like when there was some reporter was saying, "Well, why do you call it the Wuhan virus? Why do you call it the Chinese virus?" And he's like, "Because it came from China."
Frankly,
it came from China. I can't. No. Only mannerism I know is he doesn't say huge. He says huge. With a Y. Huge.
It's huge.
Yeah, huge. So, and she that's the thing. She's 100% right. How is segregation progress? How is, Hunter Biden's laptop that had, certain images of certain people and, the big guy, for anyone that doesn't know, the big guy in the emails was Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Joe Biden and Hunter Biden shared a bank account, which is illegal. But, the media is running cover for this. Like I said, the same thing in Canada. When our politicians are doing illegal stuff, when they are caught with their hands in the proverbial cookie jar, taking their mask off, while they will fine and imprison you for, seeing, like, okay, so my mom is in the hospital right now. I can't go see her. How? Fuck. Once I'm back there, if my mom is not fucking dead by the time I get back, but if I need to drive back, you bet your fucking ass I will be going into that fucking hospital room. I guarantee to you, I will be in that fucking hospital room.
Yep.
But you will be fined. You will be fined. You will be charged. But our politicians can go on vacations. Oh, I needed some alone time. Oh, oops, sorry, I got caught. Oops, I'm so sorry. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yep.
And I'll say it again. Fuck you. Such bullshit.
I agree. Well, if roles were reversed and it was my mother in the hospital, 100%. I mean, push came to shove, I'd be busting down the doors to see my mother-in-law as well. But you know what I mean? Like, no, you're not keeping me out. Sorry.
It's just, no, but, we go to Hawaii every year. It's a family tradition. When are people going to realize it's rules for thee, not for me? It is literally an elite class. Hunger Games. What more do you want? You want, what, 1984? Will that work for? Or do you want Fahrenheit 451? Does that work? Do you want Atlas Shrugged? Do you like? Are you? It's so fucking ironic. So fucking ironic. The anti-fascist. Do you know what the term for fascism literally means? You know what? I'll look it up just so that there's no fascism. Huh? Let's look up the exact definition. Okay. Fascism is a form of far right. So weird because now it's far left. Authoritarian ultranationalism characterized by dictatorial power, forcible suppression of opposition, and strong regimentation of society and the economy. Strong regimentation, so strong regulation of society, so what you can and cannot do, what you can and cannot talk about, and of the economy. Let's look at fascism in Italy. Fascism in Italy. Benito Mussolini, the National Fascist Party, which ruled over the Kingdom of Italy, da da da. Okay, come on. Give me my information. Okay, the ideology is associated with a series of two political parties led by Benito Mussolini, the National Fascist Party, which ruled the Kingdom of Italy from 1922 to 43, and the Republican Fascist Party that ruled the Italian Social Republic from 43 to 45. Italian fascism is also associated with the post-war Italian social movement, blah, blah, blah. Italian neo-fascist movement. Italian fascism was rooted in Italian nationalism, national syndicalism, revolutionary nationalism, and the desire to restore and expand Italian territories, which French. Okay, just give me the fucking okay, whatever. So in Italy, it was corporations and the government were working together. Did anyone any red herrings going up? Any feelers? You know, anything? Tim, are you feeling anything?
No, not at all. I feel nothing.
No,
I'm dead inside.
you will own nothing and you will be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know it's fuck. Yeah, it's this pretty messed up, man. Pretty fucked up, dude.
I feel like it's putting it
Isn't it?
mildly at this point. Like it's yeah.
Yeah, just slightly. Hey,
Yeah. 100%.
it's just when. Like this is why. Like please, like share. Like come on. Give me, you fucking, give me. Okay. Anyways, all right. I'm done with this stupid bullshit. Talking about this. Say
Oh,
something.
or you know, okay.
Yeah.
All
I don't
right.
know. You got something to say?
Yeah,
Or-
I do. Not on that. I'm gonna switch gears a little bit here. Get off this because I can feel my blood is starting to boil, and I can definitely tell yours is too. So we're gonna switch gears a little bit here. We're gonna take you into a little bit of weird news because it's my favorite kind of news. I'll just say it all
Coast to
like
coast
this.
land.
Yes, coast to coast weird news. It's what I like. Okay, so in this article that I have for everybody, it is called Lost Hitchhiker Rebuffs Rescuer's Phone Calls Because He Didn't Recognize the Number. So,
Yeah.
a strange story out of Colorado. A missing hitchhiker managed to thwart his own rescue when he refused to answer multiple phone calls from authorities because he didn't recognize the number. The weird case reportedly began on the evening of October 18th when the unnamed individual seemingly vanished while visiting the state's Mount Elbert. In response, the Lake County Search and Rescue Department dispatched a team to try to locate the hitchhiker on top of the mountain. After an unsuccessful 4-hour overnight search, a second team went looking for the man the following day. The effort was cut short, however, when rescuers received word that the man had been found and he had a rather odd story to tell. So this man went missing and it was a 24-hour long ordeal. Okay. So he got lost at some point when he was on the trail, but he was able to find his way back to the trail and which led back to his car and then drove back to where he was staying. So apparently he had no idea that anybody was looking for him and took it upon himself to escape the predicament, which awesome, he did. This came to a surprise or something of a surprise to the rescuers who indicated that they had been calling him several times during the search. It was then that the man explained that he saw the calls but never answered them because he didn't recognize the number. Sorry.
Like,
and, he presumably assumed it was some sort of spam. But the funny thing is, okay, so this guy was lost for 24 hours. He had a phone. He could have called somebody at any time and been like, yo, I'm lost. Can you I don't know, ping my GPS? Find me?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. There was that phrase about what was it? It was like someone was trapped in like a flood. They were trapped on like a building, and so or there was a flood coming, and so a policeman comes to the door and says, "Hey, you need to leave. Like there's the town is flooding." The person says, "Oh no, it's fine. God will protect me, or God will save me." So okay, all right, fine. The water starts to rise a little bit, and cars can't move anywhere. And someone in a boat comes, and the person is on their second floor, and the person in the boat says, "Hey, we're here to come and rescue you." And the person says, "No, it's okay. God will save me." So the water finally keeps rising, and the person's forced to the roof, and a helicopter comes to rescue them. And the person's the helicopter comes down and says, we're here to rescue you." The person says, "Oh no, that's fine. God will save me." Okay, like fine, like you're gonna die. No, that's fine. God will save me. So eventually, the water keeps rising and it comes up above the roof, and the person ends up getting swept away and they die. And they come up to St. Peter and they see God and they go, "God, why did you let me die?" God says, "What do you mean? I sent a police officer. I sent a boat. I sent a helicopter." Like that's almost like what I'm thinking of here. It's like, hey, like we're trying to help you. Like literally, we're calling you to save you. And
right. Yeah. It's a good story there too. Yeah. I know. It was mind-boggling. I read that and just had a little bit of a giggle because I'm like, really? Like, not only the fact that they were trying to call him, but homeboy had a cell phone the entire time and he could have called anybody for help. But,
yeah,
stayed lost for 24 hours. And I mean, thankfully he found his way back and no harm, no foul. But I can definitely see why he didn't want his name being posted in the article.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it even said like he got quite the ribbing, even though his name was left out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, this kind of reminds like there's that show, and I think I've talked about it before, like the I Shouldn't Be Alive. Like that is a fantastic show.
Yes, it is.
So good. I love that show. I'll watch like episodes over and over. Like my favorite one was the guy that was climbing Mount Everest, and he ended up like for people that don't know, like when you climb Mount Everest, there's I think it's about 4,000 feet where it's called the death zone. Maybe it's the 2,000 feet, maybe 2,000 feet up, and then it's another 2,000 feet coming back down. When you climb the mountain, you've only done half the journey. Still got to come all the way back down.
Right.
So
if only they had one of those like I don't even know what the hell you call them. Those like lines. Like once you hit the top, like there's a line set up for you, so then you can just like, you like hold on with your hands. And you're just like, Yeah, zip line. That's it. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, and it's so crazy to see. Like, there's like photos of people lined up to get to the top of Everest. There are lines to get to the top of Everest.
Really?
Yeah.
I only thought there was
Yeah.
the odd crazy person who would actually do it. I didn't realize there was a plethora of crazy people out there trying to do this thing.
The summit of Everest. Yep. Climbers photos showing massive lineups to the summit of Everest. And you can just look at Google Images or DuckDuckGo Images if you want. There are literally lines. Mount Everest. You know that. What?
What you just searched up.
Oh, no, I'll just send it to you. Okay.
Well, yeah, that would make things a lot easier. Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. Oh, summit. That's oh my god.
Yeah. There's
Look at all these
literally
crazy
lines of people.
people.
But so
What the fuck?
the
There's some crazy shit,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah. It's so
Ugh. See, I see them all in a rope and I think to myself that this could go one of two ways. I mean, if someone were to lose their footing and slip, hopefully all the other people will be able to hold them up. Or is this going to be a domino effect where someone slips and goes blah, 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 and takes everyone with them? Because that would fucking suck.
actually this looks like the
Slippery foot bastard.
This photo I actually believe is of the episode that I'm talking about. So this guy gets he gets to the top of Everest and he's on his way down. And he said like once he was because you're on oxygen and you only have so many canisters. And so he's on his way down and he starts like his condition just fucking plummets. Like he starts to experience hypoxia and where your brain is running out of oxygen. And so he as he's trying to make his way back down, he's falling down. He's and the two Sherpas are trying to help him, get back, like get out of the death zone. And he keeps collapsing, and eventually, he just passes out. Like, and they like unfortunately at that elevation, you can't you can't carry anyone. Like you are so drained physically, like it is impossible. And I remember seeing some of the comments, and like no joke, there are markers for dead bodies.
Ugh.
Yeah, there are dead bodies just up there. The dead
Well,
bodies.
it doesn't really surprise me because, like, especially when you're I don't even know. I was going to say if you're going up there pretty much by yourself, I mean, obviously, when you're in a big group of people, um, I don't know.
Over 200 bodies on Mount Everest used as landmarks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're literally used as landmarks. How crazy is that, hey?
It's disgusting.
Yeah, so there was this guy's story, he ends up he ends up collapsing on Everest, and like I said, what at that point you're assumed to be dead. So like they took like some of his equipment and they left this guy up on Everest. And this is like once I seen like he said when he finally regained consciousness, he only had like a jacket. He didn't have really much else on. He had his ski pants and, like I said, his jacket. But he didn't have eye goggles. He didn't have any of his no like real like information, like whatever.
Yeah, because it was all taken.
Yeah. So he ends up coming to, and he ends up spending a night on Everest, like at the summit. And he recounts at one point he's hot. He's super hot. And you'll see in some of these pictures, people have taken their clothes off. People have died without clothes on Everest, where you think, well, why would you take your clothes off ever? Because your body's now shutting down and is trying to do anything to generate heat. So,
Oh.
yeah, like there's a, it's just, yeah,
That's
I don't know. So,
spooky.
anyways, yeah. So whatever. The long and short of it, like someone ends up coming and they see that he's alive and he's a like he's well he technically should be dead, but he is alive. And yeah, it's just two Sherpas are sent up to go back and save him, and they said it was a fight the entire way. Like he would start hallucinating, and like he would picture like he's on an like in a on a like in like a yacht, and it's his mind, like his brain is low on oxygen. He probably has like brain swelling, and yeah, he started fighting the Sherpas. Like they would put the oxygen on him, and he would rip it off, and he would like it was just the ordeal just to get down was harrowing, but it was just crazy to see.
Yeah, for sure.
Jesus. But yeah, they have to leave the bodies there. And like I remember seeing
Well, how are
comments
you going to take
about
it down? Like, you think like you're on top of a mountain, you could just like, I know this sounds really like insensitive, but just like kick it and it would like roll down the hill. But nay, it doesn't work that way. You'd actually have to like physically bring them down. And that would be, it's hard enough for a single person to be bringing themselves up that mountain and back down again. Like the lack of energy and strength that you have. I mean, I wouldn't blame somebody for leaving people up there. Like I would get it, It's sad. It really is, but I get it.
yeah, it's yeah, some people just oh yeah, see this is yeah, he lost all his finger here. I'll send you the story of him. It was or I guess pictures of him, yeah, because you see like all his fingertips are frozen off, like they are gone. Lincoln Hall. There we go. Wait, he died? I assume like much later in life. Yeah, has died from mesothelioma. Hmm. World-renowned mountaineer who was a member of the 1984 First Australian Everest expedition died peacefully in a Sydney hospital yesterday. Son of a bitch.
When was that?
Wow. March 21st of 2012. Ooh, a little late.
Oh. And now I'm beginning, like, when was this ordeal that he went through? How long ago was that?
2006?
Oh, geez. Only like 6 years later. Sad face.
Yeah.
Well, hey, he got to live and tell the story and got 6 more years out of his life. So that's better than him dying up on Mount Everest. So
Yeah, no, it's
that's
crazy story.
crazy. Yeah, for sure. Oh, speaking of crazy stories, I have another one for you from my favorite place, Coast to Coast News. Anyway. All right. So this story here is ghost prank leads to shooting death in Mexico. A woman in Mexico is tragically killed after she dressed up as a ghost to scare one of her neighbors and wound up being shot dead by one particular frightened person. The unfortunate incident reportedly occurred last Friday evening in the municipality. I'm not even going to attempt at that. It was in Mexico. Where an unnamed victim made the ill-advised decision to roam the streets pretending to be the infamous folkloric spirit known as La Llorona. Clad in a white gown and veil, the young woman walked through the neighborhood wailing over lost children, as legend states the iconic weeping ghost is said to do. Alas, it would appear that her impersonation of La Llorona was all too realistic for one terrified resident who promptly opened fire on the ghost and wound up shooting the woman multiple times. The misguided prankster ultimately died from a violent encounter, and police have launched an investigation into the incident as the shooter. Blah, 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 blah. But apparently the shooter had fled the scene after the shooting. So
I don't know. That one seems super sketch.
how?
Like everyone knows you can't shoot a ghost. Like what the hell's wrong with you, ding dong?
Well, I mean, if they're walking around with a gun and I guess got that scared, I guess they'd try. Maybe they had iron bullets, as Sam and Dean Winchester have taught me. Iron makes ghosts disappear for a little while. Until,
Is
of
that
course,
so?
yeah, it kind of like goes through them, makes them go poof. So then they disappear. And then they actually have to find the remains and, burn the remains to make the ghost go away. But that's what my homeboys told me. Anyway, yeah. So my homeboys, Sam and Dean Winchester, yes. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of sad, but I guess it's the police ended up, issuing out a statement stating, for Halloween pranksters to be cautionary. But yeah,
don't go with someone that's unstable with a gun, especially in Mexico.
Well, and the thing is, it wasn't even Halloween, though. That's the thing. Like, you expect to see people dressed up in freaky costumes and stuff like that on Halloween. Or when you have that really creepy thing that they do, which I didn't even know about this until a one scary night. And I was driving in my car through a part in the city of Winnipeg. And I happened to turn a corner in the Exchange District and found myself face to face with a whole crowd of zombies. I had not known about the zombie walk before. Needless to say, this bitch was scared as fuck. I got freaked out. I was like, what the hell? Like, it's not Halloween. You're not expecting to see it. Now, had I not had a friend with me who rationally told me about a zombie walk, who knows what might have happened? My foot might have accelerated a little too much and killed a bunch of those people. But who knows?
No, that's kind of messed up, Kim.
Fear does things to scared people, or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Fear does some crazy shit.
I guess so. Yeah. I don't. I've seen that zombie walk. It's like I've only seen video of it. I've attended it because I've better things to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got nothing for that one because I don't know. That's just so ridiculous. So ridiculous.
A little bit. A little bit. I feel a little bad for the person trying to do the prank. It reminded me of that one story that I had read about that lawyer who was dressed up as Michael Myers on the beach and ended up getting arrested. I mean, at least that guy lived though. But it's, people get freaked out. They're not used to seeing crazy shit. I don't know. I think it'd be hilarious, but not that the person got killed. I mean, just seeing that. I mean, it'd probably spook me out for like a minute. But apparently she did a really good job. She missed her calling as an actress.
Well, like I said, to be fair, it is Mexico, so I think that's how they kind of deal with their problems.
Shoot it.
Shoot it away.
Yeah. Okay, and then I got another weird one from Coast to Coast. But this one's kind of gross. I'm warning. This one is disturbing. Okay. Nightmarish tongue-eating parasite found alive living in a fish's mouth. Now, anybody who's looking at the screen right now can see how creepy that is. Mm-hmm. All right. Workers at a Galveston Island State Park in Texas recently caught a fish that was unwittingly playing host to a nightmarish parasite that had devoured and replaced its tongue. The incredibly creepy find was showcased on the department's Facebook page last week. Initially joking that the Martian had been discovered at a park, they went on to explain the oddity the scene inside the animal's mouth. In fact, a parasitic isopod called the tongue-eating louse, and its name suggests the creature has a rather unnerving claim to fame. According to the department, the parasite subsists by entering the fish's mouth, detaching the animal's tongue, and replacing the organ with itself. The unsettling organism then lives out the rest of its days feeding on the mucus of its host. Ew. However, the parasitic relationship is not particularly harmful to the fish, nor, fortunately, any humans who may wind up catching or eating the animal, beyond it being merely just gross. But yeah, how disturbing is that? Like, are you looking at this article? Do you see this picture? Do you see those legs inside that thing's mouth?
So this kind of reminds me. So there's
Of a nightmare?
spider. Well, so this is a bit of a nightmare. So let's see. Spider bite erection. Did you hear what I was typing?
I'm thinking I hallucinated, possibly.
Yep. So this is
Share that little gem with me.
the Brazilian wandering spider can grow to have a 6-inch leg span and is known to stand on its back legs as a prey. But it's not even the worst thing about it, this chilling critter, since its bite has a cringe-inducing side effect here. Share it.
Well, yeah.
As well as injecting a potentially fatal poison, the spider's bite can cause its victims to suffer from extremely painful erections, which can last up to 4 hours.
Oh my God.
The critter, which is officially the world's most venomous spider, can also cause cramps, hypothermia, vertigo, blurred vision, intense sweating, and convulsions. That assumes you survive the excruciating erection, however, when the spider's bites venom known to kill its victim in just 2 hours.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and on here. The critter can smuggle its way around the world by hitching rides on shipments of bananas.
Oh,
The awful arachnid, which is also known as the banana spider, is capable of smuggling its way across the globe. The creature isn't bad. All bad, though, as experts hope a cure for erectile dysfunction can be found in its venom.
Yeah, just hopefully it's not as painful as it sounds, though. Yeah.
Oh, well, I know you can't imagine because you don't have a dick. But
I can imagine.
Oh,
I can't.
No.
No.
There's also one that'll swim up your dick hole. Well, not your dick hole. Well, maybe your woman's.
Pee hole?
Yeah.
Well, not a spider. You're talking about a parasite.
Yeah, and it. No, it's a fish.
Oh.
Let's see. I believe it's fish. Your urethra. There we go. The fish. Penis fish. There we go.
Oh my God.
Yep. The candiru is found in the Amazon region of South America and is a type of catfish. It's about an inch long and has a thin eel-like appearance. According to Candiru, attacks on humans are in a recent development that can be traced back. So the gist of these stories is that the fish is attracted by... Oh, shit, sorry.
I know. I wish I could just hook into your computer at times like this, and whatever it is that you're reading, I can, everyone can see too. But
so apparently, this might be a little bit of bullshit. The most recent reported case occurred in 1997, made in Portuguese. A Brazilian urologist claimed to have removed a cadiro from a person's urethra, but inconsistencies in the account, such as the actual size of the extracted fish and the history given by the affected person, cast doubt on the truth of the report. In a 2001 study, found that the cadiro might not even be attracted to urine, When researchers added chemical attractants, including human urine, to a tank of Candiru, they didn't respond to it. So maybe it's, well, I guess it's bullshit.
Dun, dun, dun. They don't show. Oh.
I think they show one picture of it.
How kind of a picture is this? What the hell am I looking at?
The banana?
No. It's showing the mouth of one. And just like, I don't know. It looks like a dickhead. Like with eyes.
Maybe that's why.
Really weird. I don't even know.
Where are you seeing that? Because all I'm seeing is a bunch of bananas.
Hold on. Where am I trying to look? Sorry.
I don't see it.
It's coming. Hold on.
I don't know. I'm looking at just images of it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it does kind of look like it.
There.
Ew. Nothing. Ew.
I know, right?
Gross.
Looks like a dickhead with eyes.
Yeah, kind of does.
Yeah.
A little gross.
A little bit, yeah.
So apparently that is potentially bullshit.
Okay, well, that's a good thing. Phew.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, God, now I'm looking at parasites.
Stop. Don't do it.
Yeah. Hey. Okay. All right. Anything else? You want to get the fuck out of here?
Now let's get the fuck out of here. Gotta listen to more Coast to Coast. I'm just kidding. All right. Well, thanks everybody for taking time out of your day to listen to what we have to say. Don't forget to like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, give us a thumbs down, and don't forget if you like Tyler's hair and you think his wife did a good job, give us a thumbs up because I think it looks fucking hot. Anyway, you can check us out everywhere. We expect you to stalk us the way that we stalk you guys on YouTube, Rumble, Anchor, Spotify, everywhere else that you can find or listen to podcasts. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And yeah, I can't wait for an upcoming potential Inspirational Monday. I'm going through a little withdrawal here.
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot.
Get on it. So, yes, thank you everybody for hanging out with us tonight. And we will see you guys on Friday. Bye.